Hello, welcome. I will play some games on Lichess today. I thought. Oh, sec. Tell me if there's anything wrong with the sound or anything. I haven't streamed in a while, so it could certainly be something, but let's hope it's not. I think everything looks fine, so let's just start with a blitz game. I won't stream for too long today, maybe an hour or so, but let's see. I just made this account because I've only streamed on chess.com before, so I'm let's say hopefully a bit underrated. This opening is a bit interesting. Can I go here? Let me just do that without thinking too much. All right, interesting. What if I just keep grabbing pawns? Just drop back. He'll win one pawn back, but I'm up a pawn, and I would say I have the better king too, probably. I want to get my bishop outside that I can castle, but I'm not really sure where I want to put the bishop right now. I guess this fine. I can push, but I guess I'll just drop back then, probably. So does the... Yeah, you can see most of the screen at least. You can see everything of importance, so I guess I'll keep it like that for now. But tell me if you have any suggestions for improvement. Least okay, I think I should just developing my pieces, so I should probably go here or here. Don't have a very clear preference. I think just go here. Okay, it could be some danger down here at some point. I'm fine for now. I need to be just a bit careful. Should I do anything about it immediately? I'll just assume it's okay. Yeah, now I castle to different sides, so I should probably get some attack going on the queen side fairly soon. I just start with this pawn. Probably can't do much by itself. So, okay, there are some interesting things going on here now. Maybe, but I think it's fine for now. Or maybe this move is a bit tricky now. I think it's fine. So I could go do this. This would be a bit weak. I could kind of just do this because I don't think I'm getting mated, but it could be a bit dangerous if takes and so on. This move though also looks quite alright, I think. I think I'll do this. Might drop a pawn, but there are quite a lot of things going on. If this, then I guess I can just take here. No, I can't. I just thought I would win but I will lose my own queen, so it doesn't matter. This could just be fine on its own. I should maybe play with a bit more time because I don't really have time to, which is bit unfortunate. I'll need to speed up at least. So what about this? And it's a bit risky, but let's try. Take. A bit risky, but I have so little time, so let's just do it. I do play quite a lot of 3+2, but not while streaming, so it's quite stressful. I guess this is quite a strong move now. I have no idea how to respond to it actually. It's no good way. I might be mated now. But it's quite a huge fork, forking all of his pieces. Bit funny. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. I can propose a take back. It doesn't work. Unfortunately, my idea was I hoped it would take with the pawn, and I think I have checkmate. Let's just move on to a new game with a bit more time so that it's possible to talk a bit. Maybe 5+3 should be fine. So, yeah, a very bad start, but I was hoping I had a bit more. Happen now. Okay, game just started. Let's go here. It's a bit safer. Yeah, just a very normal 4 knights opening. Takes the knight. Yeah, just for fun, let's just attack. Probably not too sound, but who's gonna stop us? This move, I guess, can just start by for some reason. Right, and now we should probably move the knight somewhere. Question is, I don't think this move works, but could it work? Takes. 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 Here. And I won 3 separate pieces, and so to me it works. It might be a horrible blunder, but and I might have completely overlooked something, but oh wait, yeah, I made a huge blunder, but because yeah, I forgot about this one. So if he just took back with the knight, his bishop would have been protected by 2 pieces. So this and this, yeah, it probably not sound, but could be interesting as well. Okay, that's horribly played. No, what happened there? I just didn't think about that at all. Maybe that actually makes it no. I guess I can just trade first, so it's just just very bad. I think I need to focus a bit more, maybe play a bit more serious. Yeah, still some fight in this game. So being a rook down is not ideal. Sure. Try to go for a quick king attack and see what happens. Probably the approach now. But it should be quite easy for him, I think. Maybe even just take care. Simplify. Should be fairly easy. If I only have 2 pieces left to attack and some pawns. And he has so much time too, so yeah, not looking good. But the upside is he is only 1200 rated. It'd certainly be possible to come back. He actually moved. So what about this move? Probably won't work because it just trades rooks and doesn't look at all. So let's not do that. Let's just let's do this. Could move this somewhere and also then threaten here. I guess that's the least of my worries. So what about this move now? I think I'll try it. The lack of anything better. So maybe 5+3 is a bit long again, but I don't think there were any time controls in the middle there, at least not with increment, and I think increment is quite important while streaming. So I could do this. Main problem might be this and this. Yeah, it's probably not too good. So what if I just start by going here? That doesn't look too stupid, I think. Queen controls these squares, so the knight kind of have to go back. Maybe to here. So what I could do this now too, but I don't like this. I could move the rook up, remove some that I could maybe at some point do a discovery, and then it's not a check when the rook takes. And also maybe bring rook into the corner. But this move also looks quite nice. I think I'll go for that move, because now if takes, this pawn is protected, and also there is a pin, so no take back. I feel like at least I made progress after I lost my rook, so still not a good position, but much better than it was 5 moves ago, probably. Starting to become a bit unpleasant, I would say. So what about this move? It's threatening mate. And I think I'll just do that. So if not the mate threat, this could have been a possible move. But yeah, this is probably the best try. Now I guess maybe pushing another pawn looks quite nice. Then this could come. It's of course possible to go forward and check, but then just takes, and I don't really see the point. But this Maybe that's not too ideal, because then I have to move the queen and then just takes this. So what if I do this one instead? That's probably slightly better. But after this now, I guess I can just drop back. Is that the best place to move? I don't want to go up, because then this moves and I have to deal with this. And I have to do something about it. There are no wild lines like just taking here, after what I can see. To move back, if I go here, then this, and I have to move again, so maybe just drop here. It looks fine to me. Still some issues here. I'm running a bit low on time, but that's not the main issue here. So I'm fine with that. Might need to play a bit faster and talk a bit less at some point, but yeah. I wouldn't call this pleasant at all if I was white. There are some things to deal with here. It's probably possible to deal with, but I still think just simplifying is not bad in this position. Like maybe just take care at some point. So the material kind of makes it not that clear anymore. My opponent has actually left the game, which is interesting because it's not like it's a resignable. Okay, I guess he came back. He's also starting to run a bit low on time. Is nice. Okay. What should I do now? Should I just take? Not sure if this is good, but let's try. And now, how is this? Probably not take. I want to move my bishop, but then it just trades, so doesn't sound look too. Time is right. Ah, okay, that was just panic. I should not have moved there. Oh. Anyway, and I can't waste time in this. That was a very bad move. But I have no idea what to do next move either. I need to make some plan. Okay, what is this? That looks weird. It had some ideas though. Now this. I guess it might be sufficient, but it's maybe just a good simplification. It's not 100% clear to me what happens now. Oh, that's a big blunder. Okay, GG. I somehow got back, but yeah, it was a very poor game. And in the end, the pressure got to him, so that's something. Can you do multiple pre-moves here? I don't think so. Alright, GG, at least a win. Let's do another one. I guess 5 plus 3 is the best we can do. And yeah, try to play a bit better. That's all I can say. go here. Just do that. Not sure if this is a good trade for me, but probably not. Just castle here. Okay, so even though it's funny to play a bit crazy, let's try to play a bit safer in this game, as I think that could improve my play quite a bit, hopefully. Now I'll just try to keep developing my pieces, I think. I don't have too many plans at the moment, except for that. Where do I want to put this bishop? Do I want it here? I think I do. Could maybe go here and get some sort of trade, but I could do this then, I assume. If I want to. Guess I want to take back with the bishop. Yes. Yes. I mean, this can come, but was the best. I something with knight if I want. Starting to come a lot of trades, but I think I should have a decent chance in a game, so I don't mind. Okay, now I need to deal with this. I could just trade off a lot of pieces here. That's one way of playing it. I'll just I assume we'll take with it. This trade I am less sure about, but I think I'll actually do want this to go here. Alright, so it's an endgame, I would say. We should probably find some way to try to outplay him. I think I just start a bit quiet by throwing my pawn, get my queen out of this this issue. Where do I want my queen? Maybe put some pressure up here. Quite easy to deal with, but why not? I don't really see the point of trading queens just yet, so I think I just drop back here for. I'm a bit interesting if it does this. That's also an interesting move, but it looks a bit risky, maybe. Maybe I will here now. I will rook over. Where do I want my queen now? Just start by going here, but it's so easy to somehow just take this pawn. So, oh, that's interesting. You want to trade queens, but then it will drop a pawn. This looks just good for me. Takes, 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 and up a pawn. I'm threatening this. Probably this move is the only one not dropping more material. I'm a pawn up, and I think that's fine in this position, unless I have something much better, but I don't think I have. So Yeah, that's a very important move. I could go here, but then just this. No, then I win this pawn, and I also threaten to go here and win here with check. Fork. If I go here, his rook could go here. I mean, this rook is kind of good placed here as well, because it controls a lot, and if he trades, I'm quite fine with that. So I could also just keep the rook somewhere in the file. Should be both moves work. The thing is, if I win this pawn, I will also protect here, so it's a very fine move, that too. And this, yeah, this looks quite good. He could go here, because if he goes here, I go here, and I also threaten going here and doing. Okay, so there is of course one other option now. He could go here, but then I trade rooks and I'm just up a pawn. So that should be a one game. I think I just start by bringing my king in. Maybe I just want to do this actually. King in. He's trying to get somewhere, but it doesn't seem like there's anywhere possible yet. So now I'll do probably. Depending a bit on what he does, of course. I don't think there's anything going on here. If he pushes here, I'll just take, and it's all fine. So I'll just start by doing this. Start pushing him back. Now I should go here or here. I don't think it's that important where I go actually. Let me go here. I could just take more space if I want to, or I could push some pawn. Now moves like this start becoming interesting. He could pass it, but that looks very fine, I think. I could do something first to stop that, but I think this is fine. If it takes, I'm very happy with it. I mean, he could maybe start going down here, but I think I can just stop it with. Now it looks. I just don't. I shouldn't push this pawn too much already, because then it will be hard to protect it. But now it starts to look better by each move. Just go here. And go here. I think I just take. Let's push. Now, should I push this pawn is the question. He goes here, I take, but that's all fine because this pawn stops the pawn. I think this is all fine. Let's just go. He goes here, I think it's time to start. There, then I'll just go here, and if he goes here, I'll just go here. And he gets pass pawn, but it's quite a long way away from too dangerous. How do I win this most efficiently? This quite good because if this pawn starts marching, I can just stop it later when it's gotten too far away from the king. Efficiently, maybe just take another queen, because now I can go here. Now it's actually only, I mean, it's quite close to a stalemate, but if he goes here, which he has to, and promote to something, I'll just take, and it's not a stalemate anymore, so it's fine. Let's just do a new game, I think. Maybe we'll do some puzzles too, but at least one more game. We still have less rating than when we created the account for losing that first game. I can try to recover that. Right, it goes there. Interesting. I think I'll just go here, and he might have plans to stack here. Alright, I think. Materially, it's equal, but it tends to be better to have the bishop and knight than the rook and pawn, so very fine. Now I just need to make some kind of plan. I guess I will develop this bishop somewhere. I guess this makes the most sense now. I will probably move the king back soon, because yeah, he's starting to put some pressure. I think I just take this. And it's probably time to move the king. Queen up looks natural. Here, maybe. So what was the point of that move? Try some pin ideas here now at some point. I think I'll just start. So what actually happens if I go here? Kind of threatened it. Moving past does not look too good because I just take it. Taking here, and I can take back with many pieces. So unless I'm missing something critical, this looks like a fairly good. I need to be a bit careful just because with this, and maybe something like this, my king could run into some issues, but I also have a lot of defenses pieces here, so it's not that critical. So now I'm threatening this, but I first have to deal with this issue. That also means he will have one chance to respond. Threat. Could take with a knight, but then it's possible to trade rooks. I'm not sure if I want that. So I think I should take with the. Not all sure though, but I think I'll do that. Now if takes, I think I'll take with the. Right. about this move now? How will that work? So if this, I'll just take it with the... I mean, my king isn't... It's not in danger, I would say, but it's not that comfortable either, but I think it's... So now I can just take here, and it's not possible to trade because of this. So this rook is in huge trouble now. It's protected by one piece. I could anyway just win an exchange, but I might actually win more. I guess this move is the only way to not lose a lot of material. That also looks not too good. Hello, Gun Popo. How are you? Okay, I need to figure out what I should take back with now. I can take with... I don't want to take with the rook because then I don't win the exchange. So I can take with the knight or the bishop. I think it just makes more sense to start with the knights, probably. Okay, it takes with that. I can just take here now if I want to. And I do think I want to. I just need to think. Oh, it's a check, so it's probably a quite alright move. And now I take here, and I'm up a full knight. Watch out a bit, but it should be fine. I kind of want to do some discovery thing here. Maybe just go here, actually. That looks fine. Now I threaten to win the queen by going here. Not really sure what I should do about it. Maybe just move the queen. I'm very happy if it goes here. Then we just win. Then we just trade queens and up material. I don't need to be the one who trades queens, but I don't mind, so why not? Now I think I'll go... It's actually, where do I want to go? Because he could maybe go here, and then it's a bit annoying being here, actually, because then I would be in check. So I think I'll just go here. He might win some material here, but that's fine, I think. And now I can probably just drop back here. Maybe I should just have dropped back with the rook last move. I'm fine again, thank you. I haven't streamed in a while, and the games have not been going too well so far, but except for that, all fine. He will probably just move his rook, but that's fine. If he goes here, I'll just move this, and all the pawns will be protected. So I'm not risking dropping anything. Now I just don't need to... I need to not move my rook. Let me just do this anyway. I have time here. No rush, I can do this. I can win a pawn here, but then he will win here, so I don't yet. So I do win 2 pawns. Then he go here and actually be... So let's... there's no rush here, so I'll just play it quietly. Yes, I do have an extra piece, so this should go quite well, I hope, unless I do huge blunder in the end. Now he kind of moves away from this thing, so maybe he will probably do something about it, but I can go here and threaten going here. He might push it, he doesn't though, but that's also an interesting move. Sort of, at least. Where does it make most sense to put my knight now? I mean, even just going here looks quite nice. But there are probably more convenient. If I go here, I think I might drop my knight for 2 pawns. Not too bad, but it's not really necessary either. Rook d8 was better, I think. Rook d8. I'm not really sure what move, but I'm sure you are right. I can look at it after the game if you remember. What if I just go here? Not really threatening anything, but I can just, okay, yeah, like that. Just move around until it makes a mistake, and there it was, the fork. Rook d8 was better. GG indeed, yes, it was quite good game, I think. Well, do you know which move Rook d8 was better, and for what player, for him or for me? I'm not sure if there was any interesting moments earlier on in the game. I think it was quite fine all the way. It was this idea by pinning the rook that actually won me that piece, so that was nice for you. Rook e8. I mean, yeah, I could maybe at some point first go here and then here, but I'm not sure if I at any point had rook d8 directly. Unless it's earlier than this. Move 31. So, yeah, rook d7, right? Because that looks like quite a good move. I agree. Can I? But the thing, yeah, that looks like a very good move actually, because I guess if he goes back, I'll just take. Yeah, it's actually a bit interesting because I thought I could just take here and protect here, but if he goes here, he attacks my knight. But I guess I can just make this in, and after some other move, fine again. And if he goes here and threatens my knight, I could. Actually, I have several opportunities. I can still do this as it's a check and then move the knight afterwards, or I can just take with the knight. So yeah, that looks like a good move. I agree. Let's do one more game of Blitz, and then after that, try a few tactics. I never know what to play against the English, but usually it's fine to just play some moves. And at some point I hope some kind of plan goes up to me. Caro-Kann I do. Against the English? Is that a thing? Or just in general? Because I mean, Caro-Kann is mainly against e4, at least the way I think about it. I'm kind of tempted to move this and play f4, but I'm not sure how dangerous these pawns would be. I could maybe do something to stop it, but I don't think it has too much of a purpose. So I'll just it splits. It splits. It doesn't really matter. I'll just play some moves. Hopefully get a position later on in the game that I can. Seems quite alright. I can go up here and I can trade off these maybe if I want to. I'm not really sure if I want to. I don't want the bishop here though. I could push again. Or I can just kind of keep where they are. Let me wait one move. Please, and I'll see. The annoying thing about all these pawns is that I don't really want to put my knight here or something like that, as it quite quickly be chased away. I think I at least can put the knight up here. I'm not sure if I want to take it, but if he takes it like that, I am quite happy, and I take with the bishop. I just need to. This pawn is hanging if it does that. Okay, that's interesting because now I guess I'll just move past. And his king, it's probably alright for now, but it's not that safe anymore, I would say. Starting to become quite a lot of trades. I could trade, but then the queen will come up. And then I go here. But the queen has some weird places to stay here, which probably is a bit risky. But I could also just move queen here. Protect this, and afterwards knight here. I think I prefer that. And the question now is, what if something like this happens? But then I think I'll just trade here. And what if bishop trades first and I take here, and then knight threatening here? Then I think I can just move my rook afterwards. It's fine. Yes, we can play a game after this if you send me an invitation on Lichess. We can. Now I take, and if knight goes here, I just do this. Just double check it one more time. Fine. And I think I'll do this to push the knight back next. So he tries to stop it. I can still do it, but that will open up the b file. Another idea is just to move the knight here or here. Or I can move the knight up here, which could be a bit annoying. Not hard to protect. But not easy to chase that knight away, though the bishop sort of can. I think I'll actually just go here. I think I'll trade next. I want to push here at some point, quite soon. Maybe I could actually just have done it now, thinking about it. I'll take it. Will open up the C file though. I'll do it anyway. Now I think I'll go here. I'll add some pressure here, but my main idea is not to go here, I think. And that will maybe do a bishop trade and make my pawns a bit awkward. So how big of an issue is that actually? Because takes rook moves maybe. I take, and I have some awkward pawns, but he has a very unsafe. So I think quite good. G7 seems the right place for the queen here, so to push my pawn and then put the queen there could certainly be part of some attack. Okay, so it takes. I could take the bishop back first, but I think I'll just take this because it kind of forces him to deal with that situation. g6. Yeah, that's it seems natural as well. Because yeah, I guess I could do that last move. Yeah, here. That could have been a very interesting idea. Maybe better. You are right. I just thought I could go here to... Because I kind of want the queen to pressure against this pawn as well. Was some of the idea at least. But you might be very right. You're always right on number lower. That's all fine. Okay, so what if the material count is equal? So if I take, that's... I think I have some pressure maybe in that endgame, though it's very two-sided. My attack didn't really work. I need to deal with this pawn. Could move my queen and then do something like this. Do I want to play an endgame or keep the attack going? Let's try this. Oh, it's a bit scary. He could go here if he wants to trade queen. I don't think too good for him. So now I think I'll go here. I have quite low time, so oh, he could win my rook. I should have seen that. I was very lucky. But yeah, that's quite bad. Yes. Not sure. I don't feel like I have that much on attack here, but we'll try to add more pressure here now. So what if I just go here? And now he needs 3 pieces to protect this pawn. We can't really move the rook over, I think. But how do I continue this if he just do some, like, yeah, just a waiting move of some sort, or push some sort of pawn? That... Oh, I'm missing so many things. That was very imprecise. I should just have moved here, of course. So that's another very, very bad move, unfortunately. I think I'll have to go here now. This has been a lot of blunders. So, but it's not over. It's not over. Let me try to maybe bring the queen around, do some attack. This pawn is dropping now. That's also very bad. I think I'll just go here. This is protected. He doesn't have any checks. He should probably just go here, but a very bad game in general. Maybe I can go here if he goes up, and then I have some tricks. Probably not now, but no, it doesn't really seem possible to make those tricks work either. But unless I find anything better, I'll just go here for now. I don't have any discoveries is the problem, and then he removed queen, but that's kind of expected. I can't. The annoying thing is I can't really bring my queen in here, so now I'm just starting to drop a lot of pieces without any plan. So let me at least try to do something here. Because is this actually just mate? Alright. Very bad game, but yeah. He's just lost here. I think he can sack the queen. So that's his only other option. So yeah, it's always scary for him. But I guess objectively he's very fine. I'm not really sure what he should do in this position though. It might be lost already here because he needs to deal with the queen, and it becomes problematic. All right, let me try to open your link invitation. I assume this is you. So let's see, it's Crazy House actually. crazy house, that's you put the pieces back when your opponent's pieces back. Is that it? And we have infinite time. Okay, we can try, but let's try to play a bit quick if you are fine by that. Yeah, I don't remember all the rules of Crazy House, but if you take your opponent's piece, you can put it back on as your own piece, and then the piece can kind of go back and forth. And what else? You just win by a normal checkmate, but you can block checks with putting on pieces. So it's very nice to give a checkmate next to the. So let's just take a pawn so that we have a piece. And no idea if this is a good move, but we put the pawn here just to at least see that it's like I expected. All right, it seems like it. And I guess you cannot put pawns here because then you will like auto get a queen, which seems a bit too powerful maybe. Is there anything else? I guess you can put pawns on the first rank. I assume you can castle like normal, but maybe not if you put on a new rook to castle with, but that's something else. And I need to be careful about what pieces my opponent can put on, but now it's just a pawn, which is not at least not that scary. But when you trade more pieces, it will become more chaotic, I guess. A bit different than this. Thank you for the follow as well again, Popo. I appreciate that. So the pawn moved up. I could take, and we get some trades, but I think I should do something about it at least. But what should I take with? I guess I'll take with knight, even though I get my pawns become a little awkward. But maybe I can put on a new pawn at some point to stop that. Now, if queen takes, I could probably just put a pawn here or something like that. But I think it's a bit dangerous actually that we trade queens, because that means we can both put on a queen, but that also feels a bit exciting, so let's try that. So suddenly you can just put on a queen and it's checkmate. With that, I guess I just take with the bishop. And now I have to start thinking about where can I put on a queen and where can my opponent. That's a good move, because now I can castle. So I think I'll just go over here. Oh no. Yeah, I saw it after I moved. Alright, so that's the kind of tactics I'm not used to at all. Can I do something about it? Maybe if I go here. Yeah, that seems much better. Alright, yeah, it's a confusing game mode, but very well played again, Popo. I was quite outplayed there. I'm starting to think I could have some strong attacks against this one, and I probably have. I could do sort of the same, I guess, by putting a knight here. At least almost. He didn't want to play Crazy House though. It's confusing. Well, you did it well. But yeah. Well played at least. I think I'll end the stream with some puzzles. And I'm not really used to the puzzles on Lichess, because there are a lot of different things here. But if I just want to do normal puzzles, I guess that's just here. And it's a lot of info here, but it's rated, that's fine. A little bit of everything. Difficulty. Yeah, alright. Alright, so I guess I'll just start. So this is a puzzle. I guess it shows the game up until this point. Is the time, I can see a timer, but do you get like more points if you do it fast? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so it's quite a lot going on in this one. A lot of pieces are threatened, at least the queen. A lot of weak pieces. There is first of all, what's the material count? It seems quite equal. It's all equal, I think. We should probably. It seems a bit slow to just move the queen away. It's my first thought. Doesn't really seem like a tactic, which is a bit bad with tactics, that you think about things like that, which is not something you think about in a game. But all right. So we can try to take some piece. I guess if we take here, queen takes is quite forced. That is a check as well. And then just take here, and we have 2 pieces, and we have this pin, and it doesn't seem to be any good defenses, so that's probably the solution. Let's just look a bit more for something better. But I think that's just it. So yeah, queen takes, and bishop takes, and take. Yeah, that was it. I think that was a good puzzle. So alright, and we move on to the next. Let's see. We are white. We are down some pawns. But this king does not look like it has a good time. Except for that, it's not that much going on here. So, first thought is this check looks kind of dangerous. If king goes here, then it's at least checkmate. What other moves are possible? You can block, but that will only delay it 1 move, and you drop a rook. So the only real move is king into the corner. And then the question is this move good enough? But it threatens mate, and the mate seems unstoppable, I think. Maybe not, because you can block with the bishop. But then just take the bishop. And you are winning material, so that seems fine, unless there are something. I mean, you could maybe just take this pawn, thinking about it. Check. Next move. No, it's still not made. So yeah, probably that's fine. And then the question is, can black do some counter attack after this move? And the only real possibility seems to be check here. But maybe just king into the corner. Question is if anything is even more forcing than this. This seems good enough. Just think a bit more in this position. Could there be anything else? Like, I don't know, sacking here. Up here. But then the queen is quite alone, so I don't think there is a mate there. Seems a bit weird if there is, so let's try this. Yeah, it was correct, and the puzzle just stopped there. So I guess this is a natural move. And if takes, probably still very fine for white, but at least now the mate is not that obvious because there are a lot of checks going on. So I think actually just this move is quite good. Because if this takes here, you just win. You just mate. There are no checks there as far as I can see, and there is no way to stop the checkmate except for moving a rook in between, but the rook will just be taken. And the other only option is this, which of course just drops the queen and also just delays it by 1 move. Yeah, seems like the correct. I think that puzzle maybe stopped a bit too early. He didn't really. I think that bishop move. Maybe it was fine because there was. Yeah, actually thinking about it, it's probably not that good because both taking the bishop and moving the king into the corner are fine move. There is bishop b6. I'm not sure if I can bring the puzzle back now. Can I do it by that's back to the game? I can probably click here. There is bishop b6, you say. So here, this is forced. Oh, the puzzle. Yeah, I'm not in analysis. So here, and bishop d6, but you can still just if this is the. In this puzzle, this king is kind of cut off close to mate, so this rook does an important job in stopping that. Material wise, we are down 2 pawns, so we should do something about that. I mean, thinking about it, this move could just be the solution. But that seemed like quite an easier puzzle than the other ones. That doesn't mean it's not it, but let's at least think a bit more about it if there's something better here. Because there are some, yeah, the king doesn't seem too pleasant. Could be. Can we see the last move? Yes, we can, and that could be a clue. Because like, okay, what puzzle became possible after this move? And that's certainly this. And just immediately thinking about it, I don't really see what else it should be. And I also can't really see that there's any issues. Like if black could check, then maybe it wouldn't have worked that well. Anyway, but as far as I can see, there is no things like that. So so I think this is it. And I guess just take care. That was it. It was a bit easy, but a fine puzzle. This king looks really vulnerable. That's my first thought. And one white natural move is another is this because it restricts the king so much, but on the other hand, the bishop can just take it, so probably. When it comes to the material, white are down at least a bishop, so it should probably be a quite decisive tactic, not just like winning a pawn. Something. We cannot move the queen here because of this. So I guess this is a good start move, and this is forced. And then the question is, how do you follow that up in the most decisive way? So one idea is moving the queen here, but then probably just pawn in the middle, at least temporarily stops the attack, so it doesn't really seem forcing enough. Another one is moving the pawn now, because now the bishop can take, but now the king has 3 different moves. So it also seems a bit too little restrictive. But I can't really see anything else immediately, but there could of course be. We could try to change the move order somehow, maybe move the queen somewhere first. Let's think a bit about each of our pieces and what they are doing. So I feel like these rooks are way too passive to be part of the tactic. Could be wrong, but I think so. So are actually all of these pawns. So and the king for that matter. So I think it has to be about these 3 pieces. And I just saw what I missed, because if you go here, you can just take here with the queen, and that's actually checkmate. Then it becomes much easier. White is down a queen for a bishop and also pawns. That's not good. So we are probably going to give a checkmate here. Not really just have too much material to win back in. I assume. But this king is in some real trouble. At least if this pawn was not here, it would just immediately be a checkmate here. So can we somehow make that go away? There are quite a few options. We could do something with bishop, something with a rook, something with pawn, or something with knight. So let's just have a look at those. Moving this kind of adds some pressure, but seems maybe a bit too slow. Probably I move, but the problem here is also that the queen can go here, so we kind of need to act immediately, making me think that it's actually a check that we want. Because even like a move like taking here, which could maybe have some good ideas, is probably too slow. So I guess it's down to a bishop check or a knight check. I think. So what if the bishop checks? I guess just takes, and what was the point? So what about the knight check? The king has some options, but I think if king moves anywhere, doesn't matter. Stay here, you just go back with a check, and when the king goes up again, you have the checkmate. So I think actually, no matter where the king goes, it has to go back here, and it's a checkmate. So the only question then is what if the pawn takes? And then we can give a check here. This is taken, so the king has to go here or here because the bishop protects here and takes and checkmate. That's it. That was a cool puzzle. Let's do a few more. I think I'll stop in 10 minutes or so, but yeah, let's do a few more. Okay. The material here is, it seems like white is at one pawn. So here winning a piece or something like that could be enough. White's king is not castled, but except for that, it doesn't seem to be too many weaknesses. But one weakness is that this line, so that we could maybe move, for instance, and we get in. That's one idea. Except for that, white is not really threatening too much at the moment, I think. So let's just think about this. I feel like it's the most natural move. Another possibility is to move the queen here, but I think slightly better. This is threatened, it can't move because of the king, so the only way to not drop a piece is by protecting this. That can be done by this move or by moving the queen somewhere. And then the big question is, what is the follow-up after that? It could be to then bring the queen somewhere, here or here, or the bishop, and just put more pressure here. And maybe at some point it will be too much. Just there are many ways to try to defend it. So one idea is you can go queen here after rook here and then bishop here, and yes, it's a pin that might be important. No, because you just move this. We should really move this one because then we could pawn point. But how can we move the knight in any meaningful way? Because I mean, we could move the knight up here at some point if we have made a pin. I'll just try. Was correct. So actually he makes a counter attack, but now we can just take us in. But I don't really understand the puzzle because there are so many other ways to try to defend. So I'm not sure if I want to give this the thumbs up. Where can we analyze the puzzle? In new training, is that it? Now we got a let's see. Did some like analysis mode here. Play with. That's not it. Guess I can just turn on. Maybe I can just make moves here. Say this move. Yeah, then this. All right. This. I just mean this puzzle it's fine, but it doesn't really seem that. Oh, we can't cancel. There are just too many variations which the puzzle don't show, so I didn't like this one that much. But at least we found a solution. Let's try this one instead. Here, white is down a knight, but has one pawn for it. Okay. I think white is quite a while away from making an attack against our king. Because all the pieces are kind of in the defense and there are no breakthrough like immediately. And that means we might have some time. So it's not like we only need to make checks, for instance, because it's not like white can mate us immediately. But the most natural moves to me seems to be queen here with a check or here with a check. So what happens if either of those moves are played? Let's start with the rook move. There are quite a few defenses. You can move the king up, or you can move one of these pieces in between. The queen in between does not seem. So after you block, I mean, thinking about it, it could be as easy as going here with a fork. Could be. But I feel like it could be more as well. Because after this move, queen could block. Yeah, and then you could check, but then say knight can block. And then actually there is no, or because now protect knight move. So that's actually an argument about not moving the knight, no the rook here. So it just seems tempting to get more than the rook, but the rook is of course enough to win the game. So I think it might just be that. Let me just think a few more seconds about it. Could be anything more, but what should it be? There are the white king is a bit in trouble, but there are also some defensive resources, so I don't really think it's possible for checkmate. That was correct, and now I see take here. And I mean the attack is still going. We can still here next. Alright, let's do two more puzzles and end stream. So first this one. First thought, discovery check. Winning. Material count is that we are down an exchange, so winning a queen for a piece is very fine. What else do we have? We have some like maybe if this moves, we have an attack here. But yeah, it seems. Oh, hang on, this is important. If I do this, this takes and protects. That's very important. So actually, it doesn't work. At least not immediately. But I think maybe I can just go here instead. Because even though the queen can take, bishop can take. So I think that must. But that it was important that I checked a bit more there. That seemed to be it. And final puzzle of the day. We have completed all so far successfully, so let's hope we can keep that up with this last one. So white is down an exchange for a pawn. Not too much material, but a little bit. So should at least try to win some material. One very simple idea, which I'm not really sure if works or not, is to go rook here, threaten this. If it moves, we take this, and no other way to defend. That could win a piece. And could be the solution. But as this king is quite weak, I am thinking a bit that there is something more. And if so, what could it be? Like a good move. Our king is a bit weak, but it shouldn't be any way to exploit it immediately. Fine. Or what if just... No, it's fine. I'm thinking like rook here threatens a back rank, but this protects, so even if it takes. Fine. So I was correct. And now let's just think a bit more in this position, just to make sure there are no threats with this move. The thing just takes, and sure you can take, and then you threaten a back rank, but should be fine. But then takes, 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 and you cannot take this because then it's a back rank mate. So you drop the rook back. Should be fine, I think. Puzzle actually stopped here. It should probably. I mean, there might be different defenses. That might be why. Maybe an even better move is to move here, and if rook down, knight. Alright, so that was it for today. Thank you for watching. If you have liked my stream, please consider follow. I really appreciate that. And hopefully I'll see you. Bye for now.